Ladies and gentlemen, this is Metagetics and welcome back to FTL. This time we're covering round 4 part 2. So let's go ahead and jump right in. We have the rock ship, we have our 3 members plus our extra. We have Bailey the slug, he's a telepath, can pick up on where the enemies are in the ship. We have our flat cannon, we have the heavy laser and the hull beam. We're still working up to get our scrap so we can afford to run all of our weapons at the same time, which I believe we're up to that point. But we need to get more power. So our main focus is the reactor, but we're saving that to heal a little bit so we can withstand some more hits later on down the road. So let's go ahead and jump forward and see what we have next. Alright, so let's go and do our next jump. We should probably, let's hit this point here, give us the most options as far left as possible before we get to the exit. Alright, so with their high resistance to heat, outlaw rocks often settle very close to stars. That is why it is hardly surprising when your ship gets boarded as you stumble past a hidden settlement. Okay, so we have intruders on board. And 2 rocks. So what we do is put everybody into the same room and try and get you guys knocked out as quick as possible so we can get away from this this gas giant, basically. Looks like we're making some good progress on these guys. We're going to go ahead and try and get them knocked out. Okay, so we're good. I want to go ahead and pause, open all doors, close these 2. That way, wherever the fires start, it'll just go out right away. And should go right out. Okay. Get these 2 into the med bay to heal them up. Bailey back to engines. Myself back to the pilot cockpit. Let that fire go out. Close doors and get right back to where they're supposed to be. And wait for the engines to charge and we can leave. Of course, we don't make it in time, so let's go ahead and put those fires out. Alright, we're good to go. Next stop. See this loop back around? It does. Let's go and go up here. Yeah. You see a Zoltan merchant and ask about his wares. He responds, "Sorry, but it took years to gain their trust. I can't be seen communicating with you. Hope you understand." And he cuts communications. So, not really sure who he's talking about. We may find out pretty soon whether we want to or not. Let's start jumping to the right because the new wave is coming. You see a civilian space station with heavy damage. You receive a message. "We've been hit hard by the war. We need more drone parts to speed up our repairs. We'll buy some from you if you have extra." So we have 9 drone parts. Sell 6 for 24 scrap. Absolutely, because we don't use any drone parts anyway. So that was a good trade for us. And jumping on to the next point. You jump into the middle of a rock excavation project on a nearby moon. Unimpressed with your intrusion, they move to defend themselves. So, see how we can see where they are? That's because of our slug crewman, Bailey. Telepathic can sense where they are. So it does help out pretty much. They have 1 bar shields, they have missiles and lasers. We're going to throw our flat cannon straight at their weapons and try and get it knocked out. Heavy laser is going to go after their flak. And missed. Alright, we're not sitting too bad. We're in the same thing. And they're hitting us just the same also. We need to get those weapons out of commission. Okay, the weapons are out. Our shields are down to 1, so we're going to be okay. Let him put the fires out, because they won't hurt him, actually. He might need some help. Yeah. So fires won't spread. You can put those out. They're not hurting them. He'll go and fix the shields. We should be okay. Oh, no, no, no. There goes oxygen. Okay, engines are down. The rock ship hails. Enough. We were told aliens were a threat to our ways, and you have proved as much. Take this and leave us in peace. 15 scrap, 1 fuel. No, they can do better than that. We will not accept surrender because we'll get more from their wrecked ship anyway. And there we go, just like I said. Alright, so we're in a not the best spot right now. Let's go ahead and send these two over here. Gotta get the oxygen back up, because it's going down pretty fast. Alright, shields are up. Not too critical right now. Oxygen is back up. And let's just get everybody healed back. I wish the medbay was like maybe right here, so it wasn't so much walking for these guys, since they're slower than, well, slower than tar. Okay. So let's get this thing going. I would like to get to a store. We're getting pretty low on the hole. Alright, everybody go back to spots. Go back to your stations, and we will jump on to the next point. Once again. You know what? I don't like this, but I'm going to go ahead and pump some power into our reactor and get our third weapon up. Reprioritize. This heavy laser it's great. Hull beam and flat cannon, those will be the stars of the show, and you're going to see it real soon. Let's go and jump on the next one. Hopefully we're okay. You encounter a rock vessel and attempt to open trading frequencies, but they take it as an act of cultural transgression and open fire. So 2 members, let's try and keep them busy with fire. And they have stealth. Okay, this is a pretty tough ship then. And they teleported over. Man, these guys are just something else. Let's tag team him. Charge weapons. Hopefully that missile misses. And it did. Good. That's exactly what we needed. We're going to fire all the weapons at once, basically. Okay, here we go. Let's target their weapons. Perfect. Shields. Whole beam is... The trick is to hit as many systems as possible with this, so that actually looks pretty good. And let's watch the show. See, that was great. See, look, they lost their stealth, they lost their pilot, engines are damaged, shields are damaged, weapons are damaged, and oxygen is out. They're sitting in a lot worse shape than we are, but we still are really low on health, so I would like to get this taken care of pretty fast, if possible. Let's get Bailey back to engines. Okay, the rock ship moves in a defensive position and transmits a white flag signal. They seem willing to buy their lives, accept their offer of 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 14 scrap. Again, these guys are stingy with these offers. They're sitting in a bad spot, and they don't want to give us what they have. So we're not going to take that. We're not going to take that offer. It's just too bad. They would be so stingy. Say goodbye. Let's do the same pattern right there. And that's it. So this time we'll get 29 scrap, 3 fuel, 2 missiles. Much better deal. So yeah, flat cannon, hull beam, those two combo up really well together. So let's go ahead and send Luis over to fix. We'll send these guys over here to heal back up. Alright. We could really use a store right now. And can we get lucky? Not yet. Let's go here. Let's see if we can catch a break. You find a mercenary for hire at this beacon. Their unique skills can sometimes provide to be useful. Okay, so we're not going to hire them. I'd say so. Basic laser, and shields. We can take this guy out. Let's go and fight the ship. Yeah, 2 members. Okay, mercenaries are worse than rebels. The only honorable course is to engage the mercenary in battle. Sure. So his weapons I don't feel are too much of a threat. Still, we cannot take him lightly. Let's go and focus on the weapons. Okay, those are down. So let's hit shields with that. We're not going to waste the beam. Won't do nothing. Okay, that's not good. Come on, come on, come on. Perfect. Okay, so hull beam. Let's start with oxygen and break across like that. Yeah. They offer to give you some of their goods if you don't destroy their ship. 2 missiles, 1 drone part, 13 scrap. Once again, these are bad offers. And we're just not going to accept it. We're not. So 22 scrap. A lot better. Alright. Can we get a store? We cannot get a store. Oh, it's rough. Let's go to the exit point. I don't want to, but we need to go to the exit point to get view on these. Hopefully one of these 3 is a store. You arrive at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. You look like a military vessel. We're trying to get back to our homes alive. I'm an engineer by trade and could try to improve your reactor if you have any extra supplies. We can spare those parts. Hopefully it doesn't damage our ship. Okay, reactor went up by 1. We actually needed that. Go and pump that into our engines to up our evade. And a store. Thank you. Okay, that's exactly what we needed. You cross paths with a rock ship returning from a rare diplomatic mission. Equally surprising, the captain responds to your hails and agrees to mutual trade. Alright, so mind control, clone bay, drone control, that's kind of whatever. Beam drones, that's fine. Burst laser, heavy laser, glaive beam. Okay, hold on a second. 4 power, damage room is 3. That's pretty crazy. One of the most powerful weapons of war ever created, known to take out some ships in a single blast. Requires 4 power, 25-second charge time, and hits 3 rooms. If we had a weapon pre-igniter, that would be ridiculous, but we don't have that. So first we're going to repair up to green, which would be most of our scrap, or a good chunk of it at least. We're going to sell nothing. And what are we going to buy? We don't really need fuel. We could use a Zoltan. He will actually provide 1 power to the room he's in, which is going to be pretty useful if we plan on going forward with him. That's basically dropping the... How much is an upgrade? So reactor upgrade is 25. So it's basically getting a free reactor upgrade and a crewman for 35 scrap. That's a good deal. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't usually buy crew members, but this would be useful. These aren't too impressive. So yeah, we're going to buy Josh Cuban, or Coven. Let's go ahead and buy that guy. We're going to close out, go to the ship. Big green. So, where are we going to stick this guy? I would say stick him in engines and have Bailey be our floater. We'll stick Bailey in sensors. We'll get a little extra power on the sensors. We're going to see enemy interior, I believe. No. System level. Okay. So we have one extra power, which is good. We don't need it anywhere else right now, but we're going to have one for backup. So let's go ahead and... I don't feel good about that. Let's go to the store and let's get some more repairs. Okay, fully repaired. Another store. Lucky us, right? Alright, let's jump out of here. Next sector, pirate controlled or rebel controlled? Let's go pirate controlled. Might be a little more exciting. A few years ago, this region was bustling with trade activity. Now it is overrun with bandits and marauders. You should tread lightly here. Okay, let's go ahead and just save our spots and jump right in. Looks good as any. The only thing within scanning range is an old abandoned mining structure and a and a resupply station. They appear to have been picked clean by marauders. Okay, so that was just a jump. No results really. Go and take a drink real quick. Okay. So this is probably going to be one of the tougher ships we're facing. We have 2 shields with an asteroid field. They have 3 shields, and they have a flat cannon. This is serious. Pirate ship was lying in wait inside the asteroid field. It immediately moves into attack. I'm glad we repaired. We're probably going to lose half our health here. Let's go ahead and turn and fight. Also power everything up. And let's see if we get lucky. Okay. We want everything to charge at the same time. Okay. Heavy laser. And black beam. There we go. Let's do that. Okay, I think the flat cannon's down. We should be good, actually. Let's go and target that. That was good. Oh, they are almost dead. Oh, I forgot there's another one in there. Let's go and just take him out. Good night. Oh, they're not getting away. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. 35 scrap, 1 drone part, 1 missile. Pretty good haul. Turned out a little better than I thought it would. If they got that flat cannon off and hit us first, it could have been a different story. But we turned out okay. We might want to invest in getting a 3rd level of shields. That would be the smartest thing. Let's try and get some extra scrap before we hit that store. A ship refueling station is stationed at this beacon. We can purchase fuel here. 6 fuel for 12 scrap, 1 for 2. It's good pricing. Let's go ahead and make the investment, get all the fuel we can. And jump here. I know we spent scrap instead of getting more scrap, but that's okay. Your ship detects a faint distress signal on a nearby moon. As you approach, the rock warning lights flash as hostiles beam aboard the ship from some hidden location. Let's see how many we got. 4. Okay, so all hands on deck on this one. We need to take these guys out. Holy crap. Okay. I need everybody to medbay. You too. Oh, you can't. Crap. Fix. Oxygen. Fix doors. This is not good. This is rough. Okay, so open all doors. Close these. Close, close, close. Open, open, open. Okay, there we got this. Sometimes you have to use the ship to your advantage. Okay, close that door. So our ship got pretty jacked up, but we're gonna be okay. Let's go and close all doors. Wait for oxygen. Flush the system. Let's go fix everything. We're gonna be okay. Just a lot of repairs to be done. When all else fails, you get boarded like that. Try to open as many rooms as possible to open space to eliminate their movement, and it might do some damage to them as well. And try to pull as many people as you can to the med bay, because only your crew members heal in the med bay. Theirs do not. And you notice how I put the rest of mine behind the med bay because they couldn't all fit. So that was the best scenario. I almost got me because they did target weapons and doors first, so I couldn't actually operate those. And that's where our fearless savior Bailey jumped into action, repaired the doors and the oxygen, and forced them where we needed them. So everything worked out okay. Let's go and return to our positions. And we can move on. Power these back up. Alright, we're ready. Let's we're not going to the store. There's nothing we can get there. There's no point. Alright, scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL to charge. Let's go explore the asteroid field. We have the rock ship, so it may resist damage. Okay, you discover the remains of a ship embedded in an asteroid. It still has some functional missiles. So 4 missiles, 35 scrap. Pretty good. Distress signal, we're going to get that. But let's go ahead and just jump in order. Oh boy. Okay, so you recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. So he's offering us Jose for 30 scrap. We're not going to buy him. We may be able to beat these guys to the point where they give us a slave before letting them go. So let's go and attack the slaver scum. And see how this goes. We have to take down their shield first. Let's go and target that way. Okay, shield's down. There we go. Okay, we surrender. Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll die anyway. Let's accept their offer. We get Yevon C, and he's apparently a good pilot. So let's go to our ship. Crew members. Plus 70 evasion and piloting. We already have that already, so he's a mere floating fighter, basically, because he can't repair anything. He's just not good at it. So let's go just leave as Yevon. Okay, so he's going to go to doors and strengthen those. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. Not too shabby. I would like to get shields. We've just not gotten a whole lot of scrap, which can come back and bite us later. Soon after arriving in the system, you are hailed by a small cruiser. What good fortune that will happen to... Okay, what good fortune that we happen to run into each other. Nothing personal, but you have some information we need. So, we'll get boarded probably by that one mantis, and... Okay, I see missiles and lasers, I think. Oh, okay. That's an interesting combination. Alright, there's our floater. Take care of that. Flat cannon, weapons. Yeah, we'll be okay here. Really, Angie? Yeah, we got this. Ship explodes. 29 scrap, 1 drone part, 1 missile. We still have an intruder on board. We gotta finish him off. Let's get everybody healed up. Okay, let's go and return to positions. And let's make our next jump. Let's go ahead and hit that distress signal. You follow the distress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. Let's hail them and offer assistance. Help, our shields are down. We won't last long. Let's use our rock armor. It'll shoot their ship with ours and escort them out. Okay, you succeed in preventing them from being entirely destroyed. Your improved hull taking the brunt of the asteroids that make it past your defense. They offer you some of the scrap and fuel they were mining. Some of the scrap and fuel they were mining out of the asteroid field as thanks. So 4 fuel, 29 scrap, pretty good. Let's go ahead and jump to here and then here and here. Okay, let's just make a short loop. Asteroid field. Okay. Pirate ship is lying in wait inside this asteroid field. It immediately moves into attack. So stern fight. They're loaded with weapons, that's for sure. Let's try and get ours loaded before theirs and target their weapons for sure. Okay, not great. Alright, of course they target weapons. Not good. We're slowly getting shields down. Okay, here we go. Perfect. There we go. Let's get these two up to help with the shields. Should have done them already. Sorry, green. Okay, take everything we have and let's both forget this happened. We're offering scrap, missiles, fuel, and a halberd beam. That's a pretty good deal, actually. Let's go and accept that. And try and get our shields back up before we die from asteroids. Okay, I think we're good now. Got a little hairy there for a second. So let's get these two to repair the doors. Fix the med bay. Jeez. Way to cut it close, right? Almost there. Let's look at the halberd beam. 2 per room. Okay. We might sell that. Alright, return positions. Let's go and jump onto the next. We took a lot of damage there. More than we wanted to. Let's jump up here. As soon as you arrive, a small ship decloaks behind yours. A small ship decloaks behind yours. You immediately power up the shields and weapons, but they continue on their trajectory unimpressed. You try to calm your nerves. Okay. I mean, that works for me. We need some shields. Be 100 for that. 25. That'd leave us about broke, but let's go and drop that down. Drop 1 there. And 3rd level shields. There we go. Priorities, right? Let's go and jump to the exit. You arrive at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. You come across an asteroid mining colony. They message you immediately saying, "Greetings, our supplies of mining explosive have run out ever since the rebels blockaded the system. Do you have any extra explosives?" Let's give them 15 since we don't use them anymore. Wow, this will help our efforts considerably. They offer to have their engines fix up your ship, their engineers, sorry, and upgrade your reactor. So we got a reactor upgrade and also 15 hull points repaired. That was exactly what we needed. No joke. That was great. So we got 49 scrap. We're sitting a lot better than we thought. And we're ready for the next sector. We're going to go and jump into the Rebel Stronghold. I feel like we'll get better rewards by going here. Might be a mistake, but we'll find out. So, Rebel Stronghold. Indeed. This sector was bustling with activity just a few years ago. Now more than half the jump beacons have been destroyed. Many settlements have been abandoned and the rebels patrol constantly. Okay, so just a quick look. We are now in Sector 5, which marks the end of our video here for round 2 of, or part 2 of round 4. If you like what you saw, if you had fun with me here, go and drop a like, leave a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. Also, look forward to seeing you next time on FTL round 4 part 3. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you next time. Later.